Guilty pleasure anime. It's a kind of anime that you know are bad, but you can't help but like it. Whether it's because it's bad or because of some other reason. Hello, this is Dylan, and in this video will be all about my guilty pleasure anime. And this is going to be more focused on the pleasure side of where pretty much all of these are basically ecchi anime that don't really have a good story, but you like it because of the ecchi content. Whether it's because of comedic purposes or just because it's ecchi, if you know what I mean. So let's get started with this first one, which is actually my first one, back when I was in high school, which is Kanokan. Oh yeah, and I'm not going to be doing any summaries or anything. This just a list. If you want to go look it up yourself, I'll make sure to have the pictures that have the actual name in them, so you can go look them up yourself. But I'm not going to be doing any summaries. I'm just talking about why they would be on this list. Okay, back to this Kanokan, which, like I said, is my very first one, because whenever I first watched it, I legit thought it was just porn. Not realizing it was just ecchi anime, that kind of very, very ecchi anime. But I also liked the wolf girl concept. That was a part of it. For the girl Chizuru. And of course, there's plenty of fan service. And Chizuru is one thirsty girl. Okay, up next is one of the most famous guilty pleasure anime, and that is Kiss Sis, or Kiss X Sis, however you want to say it. And the reason it's on this is because the story itself is kind of the same story for every single episode. Stepsisters just want their brother. That's pretty much the entirety of the whole thing. And they end up keeping to push the volume. They keep pushing per episode. They get more and more extreme. And this is just one that definitely pushes the envelope for the ecchi genre. Camera focus. Camera focus. Anyway. This next one is one that I forgot when it came out, but it was like a random, very short episode kind of thing. It's like one of those 5-minute, 12-minute episode kind of things. And that is, can I say this right? Getsuyobi no Tawa, or Tawa on Monday. Which is the English title. I don't know why. What the hell the Tawa is, but I've seen the pictures for it before it even was an anime. I saw there were the pictures that were posted on Twitter by an artist, and it's literally zero story, but with plenty of fan service. You can tell there's sort of a story there, but the story really doesn't matter with this one. It's just pure fan service. I mean, it's not the extent of the fan service. It's not as extreme as a lot of them, but it is plenty of fan service to enjoy it. That will get you to enjoy it. Up next is a lot of people's favorites, and that, I might get hate for this one, but I'm putting To Love Ru on here. Just the first season. Very first season. Because, one, the story wasn't as... Well, let me just say this. Season 2 is what I would never consider a guilty pleasure anime, because I just didn't really like Season 2. the Mato to Love-Ru. I did not enjoy that at all. Because unlike, while that does have zero story, but it does have plenty of fan service, I just really couldn't enjoy it at all. But To Love-Ru has just enough story to where it can be, people couldn't think of it as a good story or bad story, but it has just enough fan service at the same time. But it is on the guilty pleasure list because the third and fourth seasons, the To Love-Ru Darkness and Darkness Second, are like immensely better. So those would be like the better ones. But you do need to watch like To Love-Ru and even Mato to Love-Ru to understand some things, even some of the OVAs, to understand like why new characters all of a sudden there for Darkness. Okay, anyway. The next one is, some people either hate this or love this, but that is Senran Kagura, the anime. The first season anime. It's kind of obvious reasons why that would be a guilty pleasure one, because there's like clothes tearing left and right, plus there's a few characters that are perverted themselves. But the story for the first season was just it was really bad. But the second season was definitely better story-wise. The Shinobi Masters. And this final one is one that came around the same time, I guess, as the Shinobi Masters Senran Kagura second season came out. That is Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? Now that one, there is a story there. Is it a good story? Not necessarily. But it has some of the greatest edgy scenes I've seen in a new anime. And it's like Kiss Sis, where it kind of pushes that envelope with the boundaries between anime and hentai. Kind of pushes that boundary between them. Because some stuff happens. And anyway, that's my entire list of these guilty pleasure anime that I really enjoy. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you have any guilty pleasure anime of your own, want to leave a comment of what it is, or if you have multiple, leave multiple. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video though. If you did, hit like, get subscribed for some more anime videos, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.